Mickey 17 is directed by Bong Joon-ho and it stars Robert Pattinson, Naomi Ackie, Yeun, Mark Ruffalo and Toni Collette. And in Bong's new movie, an unlikely hero named Mickey is tasked with working for an employer who demands the ultimate commitment, to die for a living. Now, I've only seen 3 Bong Joon-ho movies now. Mickey 17, of course, Parasite, which I think is absolutely amazing, and Snowpiercer, which I think is really good as well. So I was interested to see what he could do with Mickey 17. Now, this movie's been all over the place with its release date. It's been pushed back, pushed forward a few times as well. But we finally got it. So is it worth the wait? Is it better? Is it just as good as Parasite? No. And really, it didn't really have a chance to be like that. And while I don't think it's great, I still thought it was really good. Mickey 17 is too ambitious for its own good. It hosts themes such as class, leadership, corruption, and it uses those themes to tell a really unique sci-fi story. And I really did like some of the things that this movie explored. It made you question things, look at things in a weird way. And while I did like that, I did feel once the plot really kicked in, this movie really lost itself in its own ambition. It removed itself from its core premise so much that it feels like there's about 2 or 3 movies in this. One moment we're looking at leadership and corruption, how the people at the top treat the ones below them, to then a story about environmentalism. It was just a massive plot shift that really just felt like too much. But despite the movie's story feeling very overstuffed, I really did still enjoy it, and that's mainly thanks to the film's comedy. This is a very funny movie, and the comedy mainly stems from the character personalities. For example, Mickey 17 is a really likeable guy, maybe a bit too nice for his own good, gets himself in a lot of situations, but then when he meets up with the other version of himself, their conflict really just made them even more funny and hilarious. I really did have a good time with them fighting each other, getting to understand each other. Those were the best parts of this movie. But the character that produced the most comedic energy was easily Kenneth Marshall, played by Mark Ruffalo. He has an ego the size of the sun. He is so over the top, so maniacally evil, that you can't help but laugh at him. But because he is so inherently evil, you really want to see him get defeated as well. Overall, I did appreciate some parts of the story and the character writing, but in the end, I did feel like it was very unfocused at times. Technically, the film is really good, maybe not as good as Parasite, but still a very nice looking movie nonetheless. It looks a lot better than most modern blockbusters nowadays. The CGI looks crisp and clean. But I really did like the use of practical effects as well to make the ship and the planet feel a lot more real. I also really liked the music and how it was very jazz-like. I really did like the 50s and 60s music as well. It gave off a Fallout tone. I don't know if anyone else felt that while watching it, but it reminded me a lot of the tone of Fallout in a lot of ways. Finally, the performances are all really good. Robert Pattinson delivers another brilliant performance, or should I say performances in this film. I think he pulled off the differing personalities of the versions of Mickey really well, and I thought his comedic timing was on point. Mark Ruffalo was absolutely brilliant as the villain. It's like Bong Joon-ho just said, be an egotistical knobhead, and he just rolled with it. I thought he pulled off that personality really well, and Naomi Ackie, Yeun and Toni Collette were all great in this film as well. All the actors were very fun in this. So yeah, while I did think Mickey 17 was kind of all over the place with its story, and its character arcs and themes didn't get fully developed to me, I still had a great time with this film. I did like some of the themes and messages that the film goes into. I think the performances were all very fun as well. It's visually gorgeous and the comedy is absolutely hilarious. I laughed so many times during this film. If you're a big fan of Bong's work, I think you'll have a great time with this one. Even if it's not as good as Parasite and his other great films, I still had a blast with Mickey 17. Go watch it when you can. It's going to get a 7.5 out of 10 from me. And people, that is the end of this video. If you have seen Mickey 17, do let me know your thoughts on it. Did you like it? Did you not? Let me know. But I hope you all enjoyed this video. Have a good day. And see you later.